Hello everybody, I'm Robert Bruce Anderson. I'm making this short video to show you what you can get with the crafting template, the crafting WordPress template or the farmer's market template. And you can adapt this template to almost any selling product. So bear that in mind. I will explain how you can get it for free towards the end of this video. Okay, so firstly, it is part of a premium WordPress theme, the Divi theme. But if you've used any of my systems, I would have installed that for you, which you wouldn't have had to have paid for. Excuse me. So, okay, so here's how the layout works. It's pre-done for you. It comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages. And what you'd do is you'd obviously change the logo to say, Rob's, handmade jewelry. And your logo would be Rob's Handmade Jewelry, and you'd have a picture in the background here of your handmade jewelry. And you could keep that, affordable prices. Local grows doesn't count. So you'd put the factory details, and you'd put your buy online, whatever it is that you need to do. And you'd obviously have pictures that match. There would be videos that go with this if you've taken a premium version from me. So I'll show you how to work with it. If you look behind the image, they've got a picture of some trees. It's a fixed image. Can you see it's not moving? So that you could replace or keep just as your background. That's the cool part about a pre-done theme, is you don't need to waste a huge amount of time. Or if you want to, you can be pernickety and really sort of nitpick. I do it myself, so I make it sound like an insult, but personally it's a waste of time. To choose the perfect background to replace these trees could take you a day of going into Photoshop and just kind of fiddling it down until it's like, perfect. And then how many people are going to notice it really? The trees are doing as good a job, is what I'm trying to say. If this was beads in the background, the trees would have worked just as well. Anyway, okay, so you'd come here and you'd pop your main selling headline. If you've got a local search business, okay, I would fiddle this or show you how to fiddle it slightly. Where it's simply here, it says, call me right now to order, book a meeting, come to our craft market, whatever it is, wherever you're. Remember, the website's not just to kind of, woohoo, I make jewelry. No, it's to get sales, it's to get orders, it's to impress people enough to say, I want one of those. Okay. So you would obviously change all of these. That's easy to do. You'd get a video with it. I'd send you to a place where you can get all sorts of training. So as you can see, you'd change the map to your details. You'd put the Google API key in there. You'd either put these in here at the bottom or not. You would have changed this system down here. And you'd go through all of these pages. So one by one, you would either delete the entire page or change about to read. That's cool. You always need an about. People do want to know who you are and why. Okay, so this is cool. You change this to suit you. But let's say the history. You could, the history really, it would have been, in my opinion, the history would have been written in the about. Like, yeah, I've always made jewelry. Woohoo. The history page, I would change to my showroom. Or the markets, where to buy. Something like that. And then you simply state, well, this is what we do. This is where you can buy. So this would be a banner that says, read more below or something. Yeah, our main markets. This would say, purchase online. And it would be a story about it. It shows things here. And then it would say, purchase from my home address if you live in Del Monte, wherever you live. And then purchase on the craft markets. I exhibit on quite a few craft markets. If you like, give me your email address. I'll tell you when I'm going to be there. I'll phone you. And you would adjust these pictures to suit. So the news and recipes, those are blogging things. And they wouldn't show, let me show you news. It won't show up until you start to put content onto your site. So again, they've got their, this is called a hero image, by the way. You would change that. You could change each page. And then you'd put your news. You'd say this is like ongoing news. Every time I release a new piece of jewelry, I'm going to publish it here. And then because you're using the blogging system, you could change this. And again, there'll be videos that come with this. When you've got this or bought this, depends on how you're going to do it, this theme from me. Okay, let's go with the bought. I am unfortunately limiting who does paid for websites with me. And in truth, in South African rands, we're looking at, no, let's not do rands. We're looking at occasionally when I've got a small gap, I'll squeeze in $1,000 website. Okay. I don't do lower than that. Mostly I would recommend you do the $3,000 website, and I suggest that simply because it's the only way to get your website to rank even half decently is with a $3,000 budget. In truth, you need $3,000 to $6,000 to $9,000 and $3,000 in some areas. Hell, if you're in a tiny little home thing in, I've got no idea, Chesapeake Bay up in northern Alaska. Sorry, I doubt those are the same place. But you then your local search, you're going to be cool. You're going to rank. Hell, people know about you anyway. You probably don't even need the website. But if you're in the middle of London, you might need to rank for gifts, or gifts for her, or gifts for him, or handmade jewelry, or jewelry, custom jewelry, costume jewelry, whatever it is. To rank for all those keywords, you might have to spend $9,000 or learn how to do the work yourself. Now, after all of this, if you go to this website, at the top here, smallbusinessopportunities.co.za, and there's free training here, free online training if you want to do all of that yourself and not spend $3,000. I'm cool with that. I took that route myself when I started out. Okay, except for a course, but that's cool. Okay, now you could get this website installed by me for free on your hosting, WordPress installed. I would give you, I wouldn't populate all these pages for you. I would do your home page, your about us, and your contact page. I would add another 4 pages that aren't shown up on here. Those are just copy paste pages from my end. They are the legal pages, in other words, disclaimer, terms and conditions, stuff like that. Okay, so I would fill in this information. I would tell you, right, send me this replacement text, and if where it says market locations, you can say other things. That's cool. I'll change that for you. To do all of that for free, click on this link here, courses and freebies, free premium websites. It's under here, it's down here, free premium website, and you'll see what the strings are. Basically, you've got to use these affiliate links here to go and get your hosting. Okay, once you've ordered hosting through these links, you would contact me and say, right, Rob, I've got my hosting, I bought my domain, it's paid up, here it is. Now, thank you, please go and install in this case, the farmer's market template for me. I do have a few others. You could even ask to see those before you have to choose. And I wait for that. I was going to show you some, but don't worry, there are others. I'm going to keep developing them anyway. And then that's it. So then I'd go in, I'd find the proof of your sale. That's cool. And then I'd go and install this website for you as per what it says on here. But basically you're getting those pages, 2 images per page. There's no negotiating. You can't, when I've done it for you, say, oh, Rob, that's lovely. Now, can you change the purple to a slightly more cerise color? No. Funny. And believe it or not, everybody tries that. That's cool. I'll just send you a rude email back. No, politely rude email that says, that's cool. Here's your invoice for that. It will be 500 Rand for that. Rands and 500 would be about, got no idea, $150, $160, and then I'll do it for you. So here we go. Oh, these are old. No, not really. That's kind of, there's the $3,000, and I'd said I'd do $1,000. I might even give you this one for $1,000. You'd have to be nice to me. Go and have a look. I might do this one for you for $1,000. Tell them you heard me say it on a video. Just remember, this is, what is this? This is November 2016. If you're watching this video in 2020, that's just not going to happen. Okay, so that's it, guys. It's just basically say that if you got a crafting product, or if you're making jewelry, you're doing anything that kind of needs to be featured in a nice friendly layout, this is a pre-done theme. It's nice that you don't have to think about what it's going to look like. You know it'll look like this. You just have to use the same size. You can change things like this green. The whole green effect, you can change to a bright red. It just means you'd have to make your logo in a bright red, and you'd have to change all of these to the equal red and not too hard. This little logo here, I presume it's changeable. And if it isn't, let me pause it and have a look just for fun. We're on 10 minutes, it's your time. 1 second. Hello, I'm unpausing it. I'm even going to show you how I go about doing this. So let me just show you. This is the About Us. It's 3 sections. And it's about the fourth row. Fourth row meaning one there, here, image, 3 images there, and some text, the third, fourth, there's the 3. So we click on the edit page. It'll go into the Divi Builder. And this is how, by the way, you get videos, lots of videos showing you how to do this, okay? And then you'd go to your fourth section. So if it would be under the main section, probably. There we go, 1, 2, 3. It wasn't quite fourth. There we go. It's these. As soon as my computer will let me go there, not so far past. Image, blurb, About Us, button, button, button. Okay, so inside here, the About Us, pretty certain that's where the image was. It'll say About Us, title, URL opens. There was the icon color, you see. So you change that icon to another color. And that's interesting. What was that icon? I don't remember. This might have been, let's go and have a look. It would help if I know what they had chosen. It was a heart. That's cool. So I'd go to the icon and find the heart. Well, hell, I sure as hell enough of these things. Yeah, somewhere in here is a heart. That's funny. Actually, I don't have to choose it because it's being chosen. I just want to change the color. So I change the color there. I could even put a circle around the icon. I don't want to do that now because then I'd have to go back and fix it all. And then you change your text here. So this would become your own text. So this one says Lorem Ipsum Glora and ends at elite. There we go. So Lorem Ipsum. There we go. So you change that text. And you click Save. Done. Learn more. Let's do that. The learn more thing. Oh, it would be in the next creature thing, I think. There we go. Button. My bad. There we go. So this would be the learn more. It would be, there we are, button text. It says learn more. You change that to say what you want. It's align, center, dark. Somewhere here they'd have done it in that color again. There we go. Should go and change that color to the red if you want to. So you see, easy enough to do, guys, and you've got a custom done site. It's why I charge you the earth for it, because I would do a ton more stuff. Let's have a look how fast I close that. Yeah, I would, for example, you would be getting SEO stuff down here, done and created for you. You would have internal linking done. You would have carefully calculated other things. Tons more stuff that is in the training and you do need to do, but it's all cool. Okay, now I've used up 14 minutes of your life telling you about this really cool crafting theme for your farmers market, for your craft products, for your craft markets, for almost anything that's a product. Hell, you could change this to be a catering website, to be honest. It's the layout that is. Once you change the words and the pictures, it's the theme that suits you. Cool, appreciate it. If you need it, click that link. There'll be a link somewhere that will take you to this page where you can find out how to get the free version. Cool, take care, cheers.